Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, or welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome to this new video in which we'll do a middle of the day market update. We'll talk about everything you need to know that's going on right now. To cut to the chase, the most important event today is the interest rate decision tonight. I will be live streaming, all right? I will be live streaming during the press conference, 10 minutes before that. So the press conference is starting at 8:30 p.m. UTC +1, and I'll be like 10 minutes before that. I'll start live streaming, and we'll cover that live, because in general, I mean, the interest rate decision, it's going to matter, or at least if they actually during the press conference say some things about the monetary policy regarding 2025. That will matter, because at this point of time, what we know is that the interest rate itself will most likely stay the same. So there's nothing interesting about that. But what we don't know is their plans for 2025. As you can see, probability for tonight, pretty high. But the probabilities for March and the probabilities for May, who knows? All right, so it will matter a lot what they'll say. And I'll be covering that live. But that is the main reason why at this point of time the markets are not really doing anything. All right, and the markets are also relatively bearish, I would say. Most altcoins are actually pulling back a bit. That's normal. That was also expected. I mean, if you watch my videos earlier today, what I said is that, well, it's most likely that we'll see some de-risking, right? So that positions are closed off, and that in general volume and volatility will die down a bit, and that's what's going on right now. It's not the end of the world, and there are still some altcoins and some news things that I wanted to talk about that are interesting. But that's the general situation. And if you want to trade, I mean, you can either develop a bias about tonight, all right? So you can kind of think about, well, what do I expect from the interest rate decision? Take a look at the economic data and kind of predict what they'll say, and then depending on that, you can open a position or not. But other than that, I would not encourage trading, not futures trading, spot trading. Do whatever you like. If you think in the longer term will still go up, but future trading, be careful. So yeah, we got some news. First of all, Trump media announces expansion into financial services, basically that they will invest some money in different investment vehicles, SMAs, ETFs, and Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So we saw a bit of a small pump for the Trump meme coin, but that did not last. And outside of that, we also got some news, but that's very, very fresh. First of all, $1 billion were minted at Tether again, but I cannot find it anywhere. That just came out, so you're one of the first people to find that out. And Robinhood is launching futures for stocks, but also for Bitcoin. Could be interesting, brings volume, but not that major of news, that is. The Trump news is more interesting and might have a lasting impact. But like I said, I mean, it's not bullish enough to really create that much momentum in the market right now. Now, as we're talking about Bitcoin, and we'll talk about XRP in a moment, and we'll talk about some other altcoins in a moment. Looking at Bitcoin, the most important level is this level right here at 101,000. All right, so if you're going into tonight and you don't want to watch the live stream, you've already watched too much of me today, then keep an eye on that level. All right, keep an eye on that level, and perhaps most importantly, keep an eye on the dollar strength index. All right, so that's the DXY. Right now, that's relatively bullish, which is not good. If you really just want to know what the market thinks about the press conference, etc., keep an eye on this. If this drops down, it's good. If this goes up, it's bad. All right, and then take a look at Bitcoin. If Bitcoin drops down below 101,000 and the dollar strength index is bullish, there's a good chance that Bitcoin will slowly drop down all the way to 95 and 94,000 again. Well, on the other hand, if we are able to hold this level and the dollar strength index drops down, that's bullish, and then I expect 106, 107,000 from the current levels, at least. Now, talking about XRP, there's not much I can say about XRP right now, all right? What I said this morning is still true. On the short term, I expect a bit of de-risking, but I still think fundamentally and technically XRP is one of the strongest cryptos out there, all right? So you can also see that with this, we had a bit of a spike into $3.03, instantly bounced back up. So maybe we see some more de-risking, but I think ultimately the support level will hold. And then depending on the result of the press conference, we'll either hold this consolidation and eventually break out, or will drop down lower towards 2.75. Other altcoins, kind of talking about what's pulling some volume right now. Chainlink is pulling some. That cannot be true. I don't think that's an alert just went off, but that isn't looking too great. But then outside of that, it's the usual suspects, right? So it's Solana is pulling a lot of volume. Dogecoin with the Dogecoin ETF is still pulling quite a lot of volume. Sui is pulling volume. Well, like I said, Link is still doing something here. Jupiter looks quite interesting. I think BitTensor, I do want to spend some time talking about that. I think BitTensor actually is looking pretty good here. As you can see, we got back above the bottom of the range after falling down below that, and this ultimately I think it's a solid project. It's an AI project as well. This is definitely one to watch. Also, like I said, still pulling decent volume. Outside of that, I think Ondo, we've talked about that before, but I think Ondo is also still doing decent, holding up fairly well as well, which is great in these market circumstances where a lot of altcoins are not doing amazing. And we talked about this coin yesterday. Yesterday it actually pumped a lot after we made a video on that. But Move, so this is the coin that the Trump related project bought yesterday. If Move is able to stay on top of this level at 75 cents, I expect this to start trending up as well. So this is, like I said, trading for now. It's going to be difficult and it's going to be risky, but there are definitely some coins I would keep my eyes on. And if they're still looking decent tomorrow, look like good buys. But those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know for now. I'm thinking if I forget anything, not really. So I'll see you on my next videos. Hopefully I'll see you in the live stream. Have a great day. Stay safe and bye.